Saints Church, Hethel. Hello, it's Phil Lamb and it's
Russell Smith. Hello there.
and we're here at All Saints Church, Hethel,
Yes.
just south of Norwich, aren't we? Probably about 6 or 7 miles south of Norwich,
Yes.
near Barton.
Not far from Lotus Cars.
That's right. We're at a very interesting church here, for Norfolk's oldest buildings. What part is it now? Part 6, is it?
This is
Russell?
part 6. This is, yes.
Yeah. And it's quite a small little church, and it's right in the middle of nowhere, really, on a no-through road. Nice little bit of parking space up there.
Private land, Brandon, isn't it?
We're basically here to have a look at the tower. It's the oldest thing. It's basically sort of borderline Norman Saxon. Let's go and take a look, shall we? So here we have it then. We have the West Tower, which is possibly 11th century. We have a nave and a chancel. You can see the chancel there. There's a lot of restoration going on in the 17th and 18th century. We'll talk a little bit about that in a while. The nave, which is 14th century, and we have a south porch with the lovely sundial there, and a stepped gable from a little bit later, probably 15th or 16th century.
It's interesting that they think this is Saxon, but it's a square tower, isn't it, this time?
Yes, it is. Well, that's a little bit of a myth that all round towers are Saxon, and all the square ones, of course, are Norman or later.
Yeah.
Obviously, most of the round towers are in Norfolk.
Yes.
So there aren't that many outside Norfolk and some in Suffolk, but there's going to be plenty of square towers which are Saxon.
Yes.
And when we get round to having a look at some of the oldest churches in Suffolk, we'll find plenty of square towered Saxon churches. But this one, yes, we have possibly Saxon build. We'll take a look at that just in a moment, see the evidence. So we have the base of the tower here now, at the bottom here, in the corner. This is long and short work. We can see here that we have the limestone. That's the long.
That's
the short.
Ah, right. So that's
Or is that the short and that the long?
yeah.
And you can see, you can't see so much evidence of it as you actually go up, but you can see that it's a flint tower. We've got some brick dressing at the bottom. I can't see anything which is really Roman. If you look at the flint work in here, you got some more evidence of possibly Saxon or early Norman. You see herringbone pattern there. You can see that on there. Look.
Yes, indeed. Yeah.
And if you just come over here, you can see a block doorway.
Yes, let's say it's got the brick up here. Is that?
That's the one, Russell. Now, some of that could be Roman, you know.
Yeah.
It's thin, isn't it?
Very thin. That's that style.
Down there towards the bottom as well.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And we were talking if this doorway was 11th century. We're talking about 500-600 years after the Romans went.
When the tower was built, perhaps.
Yeah, we see it was a west doorway into the tower that was blocked up.
Small.
Round-headed windows, possibly, or I'm not sure on that one, to be honest. See if we can see evidence from the other side if we can get into the tower. And then you have the later windows. Yes, some old brickwork here. Possibly of Roman origin. So, from the north side of the tower, see the bell opening window up there, wide tracery. More long and short work down there. And you can see the north aisle.
Yeah.
With its more sort of like Georgian styled windows.
Definitely. And they've been filled in as well, like that.
Yep. And to the left of that, you find the Bradthwaite Chapel, 1730.
That's why.
With its typical Georgian design.
Yes. The brick.
Round arched, red brickwork. See what it looks like inside, Russell.
Yeah, I don't know if there were ever windows in there, or they just that's the design, is it?
Well, it's a sort of mausoleum, isn't it? So I
Yes.
presume that they're just blank arches, really, rather than windows. So, south porch, 15th century. Step gables a little bit later. We've got a sundial from the year 2000. Let's go in, shall we, Russell?
Let's go.
Russell does the honours usually. Gothic south doorway. Some benches at the side.
I think we're okay.
So we've got a font.
A bit of scaffolding as well.
15th century font. Yep. So yes, quite a few ledgers on the floor. Almost all of them I can see a Bradford family. Some of these going back to the 17th or early 18th century. Quite a few of them, as you can see. We can see one here from 1765. There's the north doorway. And we have some like little mini kitchen facilities here with the kettles and drinks for you. Looking across at the fittings, we've got fairly modern benches, Russell.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. We have a segmental arch to the window, only one window to the south in the nave. Yeah, it's quite a small church. We have a north aisle of 3 bays with 14th century arches. Chamford arches. And we have windows to the on the north aisle dating from much later, possibly the 18th century.
Pulpit doesn't look it's a bit different, doesn't it? Look like a usual.
Yes,
one,
it's rather unusual, isn't it?
Yeah. Don't know if it's
Not
old
sure
or
how
not.
old it is.
No,
I'd like to guess, but it's not medieval.
No, I don't think so.
The east side of the north aisle, we have a Gothic arch leading into the Braithwaite Chapel. Go. So into the chancel then, and off to the north we have the Braithwaite Chapel. They've got an organ.
That looks quite interesting. It's quite old, doesn't it?
Now Russell here is the expert in organs.
Well, not really, but I know someone who is. But it's old. It's got to say it's a very small keyboard. And
yes, it is, isn't it? Did you want to have a go there,
I
Russell?
don't think it's going to work. You need power on. You need the blower to go the air.
We don't want to
It does look old.
torture our viewers.
Not many stops. Probably 4 stops by the looks of it. Only 4 stops on the
Yes.
organ. It's got a small keyboard. It makes me wonder if it's quite old, you see.
Right, so what the stops you mean?
Yeah, the top stop with the noise, the voices of the organ.
Right, okay, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how loud that would be. That's quite I say these little small ones, all like they're called chamber organs.
Okay.
In big houses or...
It's quite small for a church, isn't it?
Yeah,
Mind you, this is a
yeah,
very
it's-
small parish church.
Makes you want to have moved in from somewhere else, like the hall maybe or somewhere.
So what's behind the curtain then? We're going to the... We know it's the...
Well, yeah, this was how the organ was originally powered by hand. By
Oh,
someone
right.
pumping that by hand.
Yeah?
Might still be the same, but nowadays they use electric bellows and blowers.
I see, so it's redundant now. Not the organ, I mean the hand pump, yeah.
Yes, the
Yeah.
organ. I suppose they still use the organ. It's got the hymns numbers there.
Very interesting. I don't really know that much about the organs at all, to be honest.
Quite a lot involved in organs. I'd be surprised.
Because your dad used to be an organist at...
Several along Stratton, Pulham, Market, Shotson.
Oh, right, okay.
He's played at various churches across the county.
And you can play a little bit yourself.
Not a lot, but nowhere near his standard.
So,
Storeroom or vestry in here.
it's not the Wizard of Oz.
You have a look.
Yeah, so this is the old Braithwaite Chapel. You see there's a monument on the... 2 monument on the north side, which are sort of blank now.
Oh, I've got stars still as well, you know.
Just used as a storeroom now more than anything, I think.
Yeah. Oh, Sarston Church was organist as well.
Okay, so we're here now in the chancel, and we're looking at the north side of the chancel. We find, well, definitely the main attraction in this church. And just look at this.
Oh,
The
Alabaster too?
yes, from 1612, I do believe it.
Yeah, look at that,
Miles Braithwaite,
yeah.
there with his wife. He's leaning, she's in prayer. And below them, we have some mourners, their sons and daughters. 2 daughters and a son.
Sons and daughters.
sons and daughters, all neighbours, home and away.
Yeah.
And you see they're in typical, very early 17th century fashions.
Amazing, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, ruffs.
Her dress and stuff, yeah, amazing, isn't it? The headdress and everything.
There we go. Absolutely beautiful monument, one of the very best in South Norfolk. Absolutely stunning, don't you think?
Excellent. So,
Do you admire the craftsmanship, Russell?
yeah, I was just saying that there's no graffiti on there. The ones we've seen,
No.
people carved their initials and things. And,
Well, it shows they probably had respect, these people, yeah?
yeah.
Close up his face there.
Really good, aren't they?
Isn't that right, sir? Looking great shape, you've got no graffiti over you.
Yeah, quite a local chap. He was born in Norwich, St Peter's parish, and his wife came from Barham,
Oh, yeah.
which is also Norfolk, I think, yeah.
It is
Oh,
beautiful
London.
piece of work.
That's a supporting back.
Take it all in, it's quite tall, goes right up to the roof of the chancel. Aged 55 years, died 1612. Got a lot of original colouring, I presume. Saying that ruffs didn't really go out into fashion until went into the reign of King Charles I. We have photos, of course, of King Charles I.
Yes.
When he ascended. We have some. We have some pictures,
Pictures, paintings.
paintings of Charles I when he ascended the throne, having a ruffs
So
to.
digital age, I think is what it is, isn't it?
Yeah. Beautiful stuff.
Yeah, it's great, isn't it?
See the west window there? And on the south side of the chancel, where are a few other monuments. Anna Bettina Finch, 18th century.
Family connections there.
William Branthwaite, 1729. And we have a little piscina in the corner there, just behind the flower pot.
Oh, yes.
So there you have it.
Very
Lovely
good.
little parish church.
Yeah, but I've got almost like a private one, isn't it? The family dominates it, isn't it? The Branthwaite family. Every monument is to them.
Just a quick view looking west towards the tower. There's no real chancel arch as such, is there really? It's just sort of...
I actually wonder if there was something that's happened here, because with all the rebuilding.
yeah, they definitely
Something happened, yeah.
are rebuilding the 18th century.
Subsidence or something.
We have something on the wall here, sort of a brass really.
Yeah.
Elizabeth Branthwaite, 1621.
One of the mourners on there, she would be. She's the daughter of him in the tomb. That all the half the face missing, maybe.
Yeah, half a face, or a bit of a face missing. So a quick look around the church here at All Saints in Hethel, and a couple of main attractions really: the old West Tower and the Branthwaite monument in the corner of the
Oh,
chancel.
fantastic! Yeah,
Yeah.
one of the best.
So definitely recommend coming here and having a look around. Very small church. Well, I do like the small churches,
Yes.
parish church. I know you're not quite the same, Russell.
That's all right. It's nice.
Yeah.
Just to investigate and have a good look round. It's definitely worth going through.
Absolutely.
Stopping by.
And there's a lot of other worthwhile churches in this area as well.
Yes, it's quite handy because in walking distance, if you're out for a walk or something or a bike ride,
Yep, on a pony.
why not? Exactly. Every time the two horses walk past, so why not? Come and stop and have a look.
Absolutely, yeah. So let's move on then, Russell.
Next one. Thank you.
Nice stuff.